Alright guys, we are back with round 4 Edison format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We have Aaaron and Patino on the left and Dirty Dan on the right, both playing Gladiator Beast. This tournament was 4 rounds of Swiss, cut to top 4. Both these guys are X1. So we'll see who move on to top 4. Loser is out. Now Patino does not have a win on the channel this year. We'll see if we get that first win today. While Dan did get one win with Nurse Burn, so we'll see if we'll get that second one. So Patino starts out by summoning Laquari. Looks like he's going to set 1 and pass to Dirty Dan. Now, who am I going to root for in this match? 2025 is almost up, so I'm going to do like basically like a recap video of the top 10 like finals on the channel this year. And yeah, so I'm going to root for Patino to get that first win since Dan did manage to get his already. All right, so Laquari, and set 2 from Dan. Ooh, set 3. Pass. What if he has the pro set heavy? It's weird to see Patino play this deck, because most of the time when he's played Edison, he's played Vayu, because Patino's more of an advanced player, but occasionally he shows up every once in a while to play a little bit of Edison, while Dan is more of a regular. But he's known for playing like Nurse Burn and Aliens and a couple other decks. Anyway, Patino normal summons Hoplamus. Special summon Test Tiger. Tag out the Hoplamus for Bestiari. Bestiari effect. Pop. He's going to Bottomless Chain Book. Yep, here comes the book. And now Dan is probably going to get Geyserist. Yep. Oh, he had Mirror Force. All right. So I guess it was a good hit with the MST hitting the Chariot. Yeah, that was a pretty good hit. So tag out for... I think they got the life points. Double Laquari. There we go. They fixed it. Appreciate it, guys. Because I can keep track of life points myself, but I prefer the people do it. Okay, so Dan just concedes. I mean, that was tough. I'm wondering, what if he would have nailed the Bottomless? Would Patino still make that play? Probably not. All right. So who will move on to top 4? Dan playing on his signature mat. Feels like I haven't had Dan on the channel in a while, but it's because Dan only shows up on the weekdays. He doesn't show up on the weekends, and it's because he switched to GBs. Whenever he was playing Nurse Burn and Aliens, I try to feature him a lot. But now that he's playing GBs, it's like... All right, so Patino sets 2. Oh, he's got Cat, Test Tiger, a few other cards. I think Dan said he's tired of losing, so he's gonna start playing real decks. Losing ain't fun, man. I was experimenting, rotating a couple of different decks the past few months after RBT Chicago, and then I lost quite a lot also, so I was kind of like, let me go back to all reliable Black Wings. Anyway, here comes Patino, special summon Cyber Dragon. Normal summon Laquari. Mirror Force. It is the Murmillo. Attack with Laquari. He's going to deprison. Chain Compulse. Tino set 1 past a Dirty Dan. Slam down the heavy. Does he have heavy? Here comes heavy. Come on, Dan. Just slam it down, man. Slam down the heavy. It's Bottomless. Summon the Cat. Oh, man, he's cooking. He could Secutor him, too. Yeah, you could go... All right, summon the Cat. Because he has Smashing Ground. Let's see what he decides to do. I don't even know. See, these are some plays that I don't know because I'm not really a GB player. Because he has Test Tiger. Like, do you double Tiger him? Do you like Murmillo and then Secutor him? Oh, but his Secutor's in the graveyard. Yeah, I really don't know what the play is here. Smashing Ground. You could argue grabbing double Sam Knight as well, right? Here. Yeah, see, I don't know if this was correct. Again, I'm not a GB player, so... I know I've seen like Javi and a couple other GB players make all sorts of crazy plays when they have Cat, Test Tiger. So I agree with this. Okay. Maybe this is why he made... Oh, okay. He had the other Sam Knight in his hand. All right. Like I said, I don't know his hand. I don't know all the full information. Maybe Dan doesn't... Maybe he cited out the Secutor. Also, that's another thing that I don't know. Maybe he cited it out. Maybe it's not good in the mirror match. I have no idea. Maybe some more experienced GB players in the comments can let us know. Do you cite it? Do you keep in the Secutor in the mirror match? Do you cite it out? I mean, Patino's only got 3 cards, so it's looking promising for Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan. That nickname hasn't stuck. I'm the only one that calls him Dirty Dan. Respite. So both these guys are on Respite. If I were to play GBs, I would play Respite. I just like the draw power. Like, I would play Upstart and Respite in GBs. Now, Javi, who's performed well with Reckless Greed, he's topped 2 big online tournaments with Respite, with Reckless, which I don't like Reckless. Respite, I do like. Upstart, obviously, I like, but I just don't like Reckless in most Edison decks. I think there's some decks like, yeah, like Frog OTK, they can get away with it. Dragon Turbo, Chain Burn, obviously, all those burn decks, but like GBs, I tried to make it work in Black Wings, the Reckless Greed, but I didn't like it. It went, if I would miss off the Reckless, it just felt awful. Anyway, here he Test Tigers for Bestiari, targets the Dust, Chain the Dust, nails a Chariot, which is fine because he's probably going to recycle it with a Quest. Now is he going to go for the Gyzerus? Yep. Contact Fusion. Pop. Chain MST. 24. Tag out. So we already know a Quest is coming down. Probably a Quest Laquari. Grab Chariot. That's my guess. Or he could go double Laquari. But I'm guessing a Quest. Yeah, a Quest Laquari. Grab back the Chariot. Yep, grab back Chariot. Set 1 pass to Patino. Patino drew Road. So he's got Road, Laquari, so attack. And now if you tag out, he's going to Chariot you. So let's see if he decides to tag out. So if he set the Road, then I think Dan should be in a commanding position. But are you afraid of his back row? Torrential's gone, so the only thing you really fear... Mirror Force, Prison. Okay, so now you know he doesn't have Prison. These GB mirror matches actually seem pretty skillful, I would say. It doesn't seem like a bad mirror match. Like, there are some pretty bad mirrors in Edison format. I actually don't know. Like, the Blackwing mirror can be a little annoying. The Vayu mirror. Light Sword mirror, Frog mirror. See, the Frog mirror just comes down to, like, floodgates. Like, you just floodgate each other. Like, you summon Vanity's Fiend and Spiritual Water Art, all sorts of stuff. So anyway, he Gyzerus pops the Starlight Road. And he has War Chariot, so let's see if Patino can get out of this one. Oh, he drew Respite. So this is why people don't like Respite, because mid to late game can be bad, which is true. But I just, if I'm playing GBs, I want to like see my best cards. Like I want to see Test Tiger. I want to see, all the good cards. Like imagine if like other decks had a Respite. Like if Black Wings had a Respite, how much better would that deck be? Probably wouldn't play Yada. Like you could like probably max out on Vayus and shuffle them back with if Black Wings had a Respite. Okay, so here Dirty Dan tags out, leaves him at 900. So a quest. Is he gonna end on Herc Chariot? So grab back a quest. Tag out for Laquari, and you can go double Laquari also and not make the Herc. So you can see brain control at the bottom of Dirty Dan's deck. From what I've been told, that card's a blot in the mirror match. I've heard even mind control. Like some GB players side deck mind control for the mirror match, and that it's a blowout. Even though you can't attack, just being able to take their GB monsters and fuse with them is huge. Like taking their Laquari, like you attack, tag out, mind control their Laquari, make Herc, make Gyzarus. All right, game 3. Dirty Dan versus Patino. You know what's crazy? I don't think these two have ever... Is this the first time these two have faced off? It's weird because like Dan is like a guy, he only shows up... Or most of the time he only shows up on the weekdays, while Patino mostly shows up on the weekend. So this is not like a match that I think I've ever seen. Because there's some people who mostly show up on the weekdays, and there's some people who only show up on the weekends, and this is kind of like worlds colliding in essence. Yeah, because I don't think I've ever seen these two face off. This might be the first time. Whereas me, I've played against everybody. I faced everybody multiple times. Okay, so here comes Laquari. All right, Laquari passed Patino. Yeah, this matchup looks like this is gonna be a long game. 9 back rows. Feels like hat format almost. All right, so Patino passes. See, this type of Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't like. I know some people love this type of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where both players have 5 back rows. This is why I don't like hat format. Or this is why, out of all the big retro formats, hat is like probably one of my least favorite. Because of stuff like this, like just grinding through 5, both players grinding through 5 back row. That's why you see me playing hat. I usually play like Sylvans, or the other deck I want to play in hat is Dragon Rulers, because they don't set 5 like this. Anyway. Trap Stun could be a blowout, but like GB players play a lot of Book of Moons though. They usually play 2 to 3. Most play 3. Some cut down to 2, which... I don't know if that's correct. If you're on a Trap Stun, then you should probably play 3 Book of Moon. I just realized Patino sniped Dan Solemn with Dust Tornado. Yep. I took a small... Oh, man. Neither one of these two want to attack into a D prison. So they're just going to wait till they both have 6 cards in hand, and then someone's going to have to make a push. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Whoever gets the 6 cards first, and I think it's Dan, right? Does he have 6? Yeah, I can see he was counting his cards. Yeah, so someone's gonna have to make a push first. There it is. Looks like Dan's the aggressor in this match. Probably because he has to. All right. Upstart. Do you guys play Cold Wave? Cold Wave. Well, Dan can't activate it anyway. Special Summon Test Tiger. Effect, target the Laquari. And Patino lets it go. What's he going to get? Bestiari? You know, he's going to plan to, like, grind through those back rows. So, target that one. Bottomless. Book. Trap Stun. He's got to have at least a book. Oh, Chain Torrential. Chain Book. Wait, what? Why? Wait, what happened? Why Chain Book? Oh, did he target the book? Oh, okay. I think he targeted the book. Okay, that's what happened. Now it makes sense. So he targeted the book, Chain Bottomless, Chain Torrential. Yeah, I was confused. Now it makes sense, yes. So remember, Dan had normal summon, so if he can get a Darius play... Yeah, Prison. Yeah, he was probably planning to get a Darius and then Geyseris him again if that attack went through, but... Alright. So Dan has Bottomless, so he's probably debating if he wants to set Bottomless or not. So Patino with the respite or respite. Draw 3. Oh, he drew all monsters. Yeah, he drew all monsters off of the respite. So he returned 2 back to his deck and he redrew 3 monsters. Yeah, that's why he's laughing. That's hilarious. Oh, great. 5 back row again? Oh, man. Dan, play Cold Wave, man, or Trap Stun. Now Respite, return double Laquari. Actually, don't mind. This mirror is not the worst mirror to watch. I can't... Like, one thing that I kind of, like, I've tried to avoid at locals when I'm deciding who to get on camera is the frog mirror. I can't watch frog mirrors. They're just not exciting at all. At least this is a little exciting because you get to see, like, Geyseris and Bestiari and Herc. So it's a little more exciting. Even though they're grinding through 5 back row, it's... At least for me, I don't mind watching it. But yeah, frog mirrors, no, I can't. Though I try to avoid those as much as possible. Except if it's in Top Cut, then I'm forced to film it. But anyway, here comes Torrential from Patino. Torrential's the Sam Knight. 3rd back row from Dirty Dan. Summon a quest. Another Bottomless. Summon Retiari. Attack with Retiari for 12. Tag out. Maybe GB players should risk it and side deck Oppression for the mirror. You just bring out Laquari and set Oppression or Laquari. Or what's the card called? Herc Cherry? Or sorry, not Herc Cherry. Herc Oppression. I've seen GB players do it in the past. Like, their game plan is to, like, bring out Herc and set Oppression. I've seen a lot of people in my locals do that in the past. I don't know if I would do it, but it's not a... It's an interesting idea for certain matchups. But I guess all the decks that you would want Oppression against, GBs probably naturally beat them anyway. Yeah, that probably makes sense. So maybe only in the mirror would you want it. All right, so here Patino, normal summons Bestiary, special summons Test Tiger. Return the Bestiary for what? Murmillo? Yep, Murmillo. Pop. No Chariot. Oh, call. What do you go for here? Bestiary? Or Sekito? Probably Bestiary. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pop. His own Dirty Dan's call. Okay. Yo, they're still both so, like, high on life points. Yeah, 8,000. This third game, game 1 and game 2 are pretty quick. So it looks like Patino chose not to attack. Who's up on cards? But looks like Dan's got 5. Patino, we know, has 4. So Patino's up on cards. Yeah. But he did go first this game, so I'm guessing he's up. Oh, there's a trap stun. Okay. Smashing ground. Set the trap stun. Oh no, Patino's up actually quite a few cards. Yeah, because he's got 7 total to Dan's like 5. Yeah. Dan's got like 5. Probably because Dan was the aggressor with that compose play early on in the game. Comes upstart. And here comes Trap Stun. Solemn, 7 tools. So is that the Solemn right there? Because he's holding that. Okay, Chain Dust. Oh, man. Darius, special summon Test Tiger. I forgot who it was. I think it was Yobani was facing Josh. This was like a couple of weeks ago. Yobani was playing GBs and Josh was playing Winged Rhinos. And Josh had 5 back rows. Yobani trap stunned him and then wiped his whole board. And I wonder if it's going to happen here as well. Probably not. But he's going to pop both back rows. Attack for 3. I mean, he basically wiped his board, except he's going to have that back row. So what do you end on here if you're Dirty Dan? Laquari. Oh, Patino picks up his cards. So with that, Dirty Dan finishes X1. But, unfortunately, I didn't want to spoil it. So in the beginning of the video, at the time we didn't know. Because usually, a lot of times there's like, we play until there's only 1 undefeated. Usually there's 1 X1 that misses top 4. And in this today, on this particular day, Dan didn't have the tiebreakers, which was shocking. I thought he was going to get in. I forgot who got in over him. I think it was one of the new guys. Ramiro snuck into top 4 instead of Dan. I guess he just had slightly better tiebreakers. So, yeah, Dan won't be returning, unfortunately. But we'll be back for the semifinals. Now, for this particular tournament, I only filmed 1 semifinals match. So I can't remember who it was, but yeah, stay tuned for that. And if you guys haven't already, please consider joining our members only. I'm uploading a lot of online stuff, redo stuff, only $2.99 a month. I'm posting like a couple extra videos a week. Also, I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product epik cards in the games. You can find those links in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.